Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Okay. We are here. This is Sunday Funday School. I switched the title up a little bit, but we are still Sunday Funday School, baby. This is still Sunday Funday School because Sky still ain't quite caught on to what's going on here with this Bible thing. Scott, what say you?
I'm learning, I guess.
It's the I guess part for me. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little I'm kidding. It scares the animals. Okay, but we are gonna get started. And okay, let me explain the title. So I've been surfing the YouTubes out here, right? And so the title, Scott, have you looked at the title?
Not yet.
So the title is this what Drake accused Kendrick of doing, right? So I was watching this channel called Deleted, and whoever this gentleman is does really great commentary. Like he does like hip hop, and he kind of gives his commentary and his thoughts and analysis of what's going on in hip hop. And so I was watching one about Drake and Kendrick Lamar and their little beef that they had going on or whatever. Well, I guess it turned big. And I guess the thing that started that got Kendrick to like go at Drake the way he did with They're Not Like Us is because I guess in one of Drake's diss raps, he said something about you rapping like you trying to free the slaves. And I guess Kendrick was like, oh, sir, those are fighting words. And so I kind of pre-looked through our lesson today, and guess what? Guess what our lesson is on today? We kind of know because I left off with it. Remember, we found him in the basket? Moses. And Moses, he didn't rap, or maybe he did. He did come down with the Ten Commandments, but he didn't rap like he freed the slaves, but he was freeing the children of Israel who were slaves. So, is this what Drake was accusing Kendrick of freeing the slaves? Because that's what Moses did. So did Harriet Tubman. Shout out to her. Period. Okay, period. So let's go. Let's light our candle because, you got to do that. This is puddle jumping. So if y'all want to come up here and get baptized, by all means, come on down, baby. We're going to jump in some puddles in the baptismal puddle, baby. Because we're not going to fully submerge because, hair, So let's get going on this. Are you ready, Scott?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready? Because we about to get up in here. Thank you. Praise him. And of course, I got my cute little bookmark. I am a creature of a culture that I create, which we're creating a culture here, a Sunday Funday School, and Sherlock, and fairy tales, and weird, some conscious dream-like short videos. Okay, here we go. To the promised land. Hey, Kendrick. Hey, Moses. Hey, Harriet. Them the only three people that I can say that about. There are probably others, but those are the three I'm thinking about right now. Okay. Even though Moses had grown up in the palace of the Pharaoh, he trembled when he stood before the ruler of Egypt with only a shepherd's staff in his hand. Mighty Pharaoh, the God of heaven and earth says, say it, Scott.
What?
Scott really don't know this. Let my people go. There's a whole song. You ain't never heard that song? Oh, no. Scott got a long way to go, y'all. He got a long way to go. He says, let my people go. Get them up out of here. Run me my people. He said, run me my people. Run me my people. Run me my people, Scott.
Okay.
Pharaoh just laughed. I do not fear your God. The Hebrew people are hard-working slaves. I will never let them go. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and told him to strike the water of the river with his shepherd's staff. Instantly, all the water in Egypt turned to blood. Ew. That's crazy. But this is what happens when you don't free the people. There are consequences. Pharaoh still laughed. He said, what's that? My magicians can perform the same tricks. Get out of my sight, Moses. We should have left you. What he wanted to say is we should have left your little ass in a river on the Nile in that basket. Following God's instructions, Moses went back before the Pharaoh 9 more times. Each time, he said to the to the Egyptian king, the God of Israel says, "Let my people go." Each time, Pharaoh laughed, so God sent terrible plagues upon the land. Frogs swarmed over fields, so it was like Florida, and houses, gnats and flies stung people, so it was like Florida. All cattle died, all the cattle unalive, and locusts ate up the crops. I don't know where they do that at. Darkness covered the land, and the Egyptians suffered from sores all over their body. But Pharaoh would not let the Hebrew people go. Sir, at the point, look, we're not going to be sitting up here with sores and flies and gnats. I mean, the frogs, I've lived in Florida before, so that's okay. And then our cattle dying and locusts eating up the crops. Like, sir, at a point, you just got to let these people go, honey. At a point, the juice ain't worth the squeeze, baby. The juice just ain't worth the squeeze. You done squeeze all out of them what you can get. Now you hustling, as they say, backwards. Your hustle then went from this way to that way. At last, God told Moses, this night Pharaoh's heart will soften. This night I will pass over Egypt. In each house, the eldest son will unalive unless the door is marked with the blood of a lamb. Now coming to a theater near you. This is in coming attractions. There's going to be another sacrificial lamb. Huh? Do you know what his name is, Scott?
Sacrificial lamb?
Mm-hmm. Jesus. Oh. They call him the lamb. Period. So get ready to hear this again. Okay? Lamb, baby. When the Egyptians woke up and found their firstborn children unalive, a terrible cry filled the land. See, this is where you hustling backwards. You losing now, sir. You was gaining, and you should have just let it go while you were still ahead. The Hebrews fled, and no one stopped them. Freedom at last, honey. Moses and the people sang for joy as they marched down the shores of the Red Sea. But soon Pharaoh changed his mind. Sir, don't be two-faced. Don't be sometimesy. Don't do that, Pharaoh. You out here looking bad, Pharaoh. He and his soldiers chased after the Hebrews. Once again, God told Moses to use his shepherd staff and bust Pharaoh across the head. No, I'm kidding. He didn't tell him that. He told him to do this. As Moses lifted the stick, the waters of the sea flowed back and a dry path opened. The people rushed across to the other side. Then God caused the water to flow back, drowning all the Egyptians. Hustling backwards. There go your whole army, sir. God showed his faithfulness and mercy as he led the people. He fed them from heaven in the desert. That's manna. I've been looking for that. I've been looking for manna. Scott, have you ever heard of manna?
From you?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, because I'm always looking for it. They say it was sweet like honey. Like, they give a description in the Bible, and I have been looking for manna. If anybody out there got some manna, let me know, because I want some. Now, I know you can't keep it for more than a day. It get worms in there, but still, I would like to try some. If somebody like freeze dried it or just whatever, please send me some manna. And he showed them which way to go, even at night. God took Moses up to the mountaintops and gave him the laws by which his people were to live. See, this is why I wonder, like, is this the rap? Are the 10 Commandments the rap? Scott, do you know the 10 Commandments?
Don't kill.
Mm-hmm. Unalive here. Oh. YouTube doesn't like us to use real life words. English, if you will.
Unalive. Don't do things with their neighbors.
Okay, what else we got? Adultery.
Don't take things that aren't yours.
Thou shalt not steal.
Don't eat like a pig.
I think that's the 7 deadly sins.
No.
That's gluttony. But, hey, you did good. Okay. In everything, God took care of the children of Israel. And they worried, but they worried and complained. And see, I would have left them right there. I'd be like, you know what? Actually, we're going to do a big old loop and I'm going to send you right on back to Pharaoh. Because you wasn't complaining with Pharaoh. Y'all was just sitting there letting them just beat your backs in and y'all was just building pyramids. If y'all keep complaining and you want to be ungrateful, even though I'm giving you manna and freedom, I can send you right back down there to Pharaoh if you would like. That would have been me. Because you're supposed to take the toys away to ungrateful children. God did them one better. They wandered in the wilderness for 40 years because they did not trust in him. Period, guys. What you got, Scott? You'll hear the number 40 over and over again in the Bible again, because Jesus, well, remember it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. I think Jesus fasted for 40 days. It's in there a lot.
But like 40.
Hey, E40, shout out to him. A 40, which is some liquors. Shout out to that. 40 days and 40 nights, shout out. Finally, they reached the promised land. Y'all shouldn't have been complaining. Y'all would have got there 40 years earlier. Oh, okay, wait, should we stop at Moses since that's the title? We got Drake and Kendrick beefing because Drake was over there like, you trying to rap like you freeing the slaves. So like he Moses, sir. So he rapping like he Moses. That's not a bad thing. Moses came with them 10 commandments. Kendrick came with they not like us at the Super Bowl. So, boom. Not the same, but similar. You know what? We're going to go on right here and get to this. The fall of Jericho. Uh-oh, girl. We're about to blow these horns. Blow these horns. Let's go. After leading the Hebrew people out of Egypt and guiding them into the wilderness for 40 years, the wilderness for 40 long years, Moses unalive. R.I.P. Moses. You was a real one, baby. The Lord said to Joshua, as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. Boom, you the leader now, sir, and you better not let these people complain because you'll be wandering with these fools for 40 years. I'm not playing with y'all. Huh?
Wait, wasn't there something with Moses in the burning bush?
We already did that.
No, did we?
Yeah, that was last time. Remember, God came to him in a burning bush and was like, hey, go free them people.
No.
He beat that slave master, and then he had to flee to the wilderness, and then God set that bush on fire. Was like, Moses, get your butt up and go free them slaves. I'm tired. I can't do this. This ain't right.
Okay.
Did you need a recap?
No.
Well, you got one.
Okay.
Y'all did too. You must lead these people so they can take the land I promised to their fathers. Joshua told all the leaders of the people to prepare to cross the Jordan River. We getting a little geography lesson too here. Get your supplies ready. In 3 days, the Lord will help us capture this land. Then Joshua sent 2 spies to look closely at the city of Jericho. Ooh, I wonder what's in there. They got a good mall. They got some good restaurants in Jericho. Because they look like it's a good time. Look at them kids swinging. Inside the city, the men met a woman named Rahab. She hid them in her house when the king's guards came by. She gave them information about Jericho. In return, the Hebrew spies promised to protect their family when Joshua and his soldiers captured the city. Oh, they got some immunity over there. Rahab tied a rope out of her window so the men could escape without being seen. They crossed back over the river to report to Joshua. Okay, girl, we got a plan. Now we making this plan to knock this city. Like we about to seize this city. We got to get this. We got to get it. You ready, Scott?
I'm ready.
We about to go to war.
Okay.
Joshua, the people on the other side are very afraid of us, the spy said. They told him about Rahab. Rahab says everyone in Jericho knows that the Lord is with us. Then they should just let them, let them take that city. Because remember Egypt? And remember how them people had to roam for 40 days? Clearly you don't want to play with God. Clearly, no. She wait. She says the men in Jericho are afraid to fight us. Surely the Lord has given us this land. It was a great day for the Hebrew people. After 40 years of unnecessary wandering in the wilderness, I added unnecessary because it kind of was. Y'all should have just kept y'all mouth shut and went with it. Just flow, baby. The Lord led them at last to the banks of the Jordan River. Over on the other side, the promised land, the land of milk and honey. Didn't they say that about America with Little Tricky Dicky? Or no, London with Little Tricky Dicky. Remember, they was like, oh, the streets are paved with gold. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't. Mm-hmm. I guess maybe it's just an old thing that people do. Like you think the grass is greener on the other side, or you just like listen to the good parts because you have hope. I guess maybe what it sound like to me. With Joshua in the lead, the people crossed over the river into the land that God so long ago promised would be theirs. They stopped to worship and sing praises to the Lord. As Joshua finished his prayers, he looked up to see a man with a sword standing in front of him. Are you a friend or a foe? Joshua asked. Neither. So you Switzerland? Like, sir, what does that mean? So, Scott, if I come up to you and say, are you friend or foe? Or y'all, if I come up to y'all and be like, are you friend or foe? What would you say? Like, what does that mean? Or if you ask somebody that and they said neither, what would you think? Like, so do I beat you down or what?
I don't know. I mean, guys probably don't even know who you are.
You probably don't.
Get away from me.
This is before YouTube. This is before Hollywood. He like, sir. Yeah, you're right. You're like, sir, if you don't get up off my face. Neither, the man replied. I have come to command the Lord's army. Take off your sandals. Is he robbing them? The place where you are standing is holy. Joshua realized this man was an angel. Oh, snap. Oh. I'm like, here go my sandals here. You can have them. It's cool. Oh, this is an angel sent from God. Does the Lord have a command for me, his servant? He asked. The angel told him that the Hebrew people were to capture and destroy the great walled city of Jericho. Joshua, gather all your fight men at the front. Place priests carrying trumpets. You just gonna put the priests where the Marines go? You know, they be like first to go, last to know, we on the front line. Why the priests up there? They supposed to be in the back, protected. But okay, this is what we doing. God got them. They better not complain because they'll be wandering around for 40 years. March around Jericho one time each day. Do this for 6 days. On the 7th day, march around the city 7 times. On that day, the priests will blow the trumpets and the men will shout and the walls of Jericho will fall. Honey, tear down that wall. Huh? We on some Reagan. This is Ronald Reagan right here. Period. Remember the Berlin Wall, Scott? Mm-hmm. When Reagan was like, overjaw, tear down that wall. Early the next morning, the Hebrew soldiers lined up behind the priests. Ugh, I just don't like the priests being in the front. I feel like that's not fair. You setting them up for failure. Silently, they marched outside the city. Tramp, tramp, tramp. I promise to say that. This is a kid's book. That's so funny. Wait, where is it? I can't see it. Oh, here you go. Right here. Tramp. Tramp. Okay. I'm not just doing that on purpose. It say that. The people grew more nervous. Were these men going to attack? The king of Jericho ordered the gates closed and placed more guards around the city. Tramp, tramp, tramp. 6 days of silent marching passed, and each day the people of Jericho would become more worried. They pulling some Genghis Khan, baby. They about to starve them out, baby. They already know supplies coming in. Do they got fresh water in there? We don't know. They pulling some Genghis Khan. The seventh day dawned. The Hebrew soldiers were ready to march at the first gleam of sunlight. Around Jericho 6 times they marched. Tramp, tramp, tramp. There go them footsteps. The 7th time around, Joshua cried, "Shout, men, shout, Scott, shout."
Shout, all right.
Scott, them walls would have still been up today if you were one of my fight men. Y'all can shout in the comments if you want. Them walls would have still been up. Scott don't be screwed. Scott don't scrap. Like, he can't shout. I don't think he can. I'm the shouter. For the Lord has given us this city. Open the door. The men stood and shouted with all their might. The priests blew their trumpets until they had no breath left, and the thick stone walls of the city of Jericho crumbled like a clay pot. Inside, people screamed and ran, leaving everything behind them. Rahab, the woman who had helped the spies, was right. Most of the men of Jericho did not stay to fight. Ooh. So that protect and provide thing, the protect thing isn't, y'all not gonna do that? Okay. Awkward. The Hebrews followed and easily defeated the few who remained. The Lord ordered Joshua and his men to burn everything in the city of Jericho. There go your honey. What did he say? It was honey and... Girl, there go y'all milk and honey. It was, if you burn everything, you ain't gonna have nothing. But okay, cool. God said it, and we don't complain, because then we end up 40 years just wandering around. Willy-nilly dilly. Only things made of silver, gold, bronze, or iron was saved as gifts to God. Okay, never mind. They saved the milk and honey as gifts to God. All the people of Jericho, only Rahab and her family were allowed to live because of the help she gave Joshua's spies. They there, y'all. They done made it. It only took like 40 plus years, but they didn't got, the city of Jericho, period. What you got, Scott? Did you? You got a lot?
Mm-hmm.
What you got?
What does God need with gold and iron and silver?
Scott, we gonna stop inviting you to this.
Just wondering, he's God. What's he needed for?
Cause he do. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That ain't got nothing to do with us today. And I'm not even gonna tell you that historically, the Israelites were not in Egypt. So that story never happened. But we're gonna roll with it. Like, y'all can look it up. Historically, it never happened. The Jews were not over there. They were not doing all that. So,
like, what did I mean? Like, how did these people that live in Jericho, like, did they take this land somehow at some point? Like, did I miss something? Like, why do they just all of a sudden get murdered out of, or
unalived,
red rummed out of their land?
Oh yeah, you could use red rum. Scott, this is a children's book of the Bible. We don't have all them answers. I don't know. Y'all put in the answer Scott's stuff in the comments. I don't know the answer to that because I'm not a real pastor. I'm just trying to teach him what I know from this book. I don't know that. What else you got, Scott? So I can tell you I probably don't know.
Well,
y'all answer this in the comments. I don't know.
The thing I would say is, it sounds like, God didn't do all this stuff for them. Like, they went out and did it for themselves. So, like, why there's all these people today, like, oh, I gotta pray to God. God's gotta help me. God's the one who's gonna save us. Like, when in the Bible, they show that God, like, empowered the people to do things for themselves and make it happen.
Well, it say that in the Bible. It says, if you take one step, God will take two. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they do that. I'm not them people. I don't know. I'm just up here teaching the people. They want to learn. Because God said, take one step. I'm taking one step towards God. and teaching Scott so he can take one step towards God too. And y'all too, hey, period. Okay, what else you got? So he empowers those that want to empower themselves. I think that's the answer. Or y'all can answer it. I don't know what Scott. I don't know the answer to Scott question. We need a pastor.
I'm sure they got the answers.
They do. What else you got, Scott?
That's all.
Well, what I learned from this is it takes courage, it takes strength, it takes not complaining, it takes organization, it takes strategy, all of that to free the people, honey, to set these people free. It takes Kendrick Lamar and Drake even. It takes Drake setting off Kendrick Lamar for you to get They Not Like Us. Huh? Somebody had to do something for somebody to counter it. Okay, it took Harriet Tubman to be a slave to free herself. Like, I ain't got time for this. God told her to free herself and them slaves, but she had to take a few steps, hundreds of thousands of them, and God did the rest for her. So that's what I got. Y'all tell me what y'all got. Put in the comments what y'all got from this. Like, what y'all learned, honey. What lesson did y'all learn from these two stories? Jericho. You know, these people, let my people go, all of it. What y'all learn? So with that, we're gonna conclude Sunday Funday School. We'll be back next week with it because we trying to get Scott together. I don't know if we can ever do that. We're gonna skip Sherlock tonight because Scott and I got something to do. I'll do it tomorrow. I guess I should spread this out. They say that helps the algorithm. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And do you have anything else, Scott?
Well, I guess, the good thing about this whole thing is the whole slave story led to one of the greatest Metallica songs ever written.
What song is that, Scott?
Creeping on a Lie.
Period. It inspired Harriet Tubman. It inspired a lot of people. It inspired Kendrick Lamar. So boom, period. Everybody just got inspired to free them people, honey. Okay. It got me reading the Bible for y'all, period. Because people got to know, honey, what happened. So anyway, with that, from wherever we are to wherever you are, peace and love and happiness. With this kind of situation, we got to come in peace, love, and happiness. And yeah, we bid you guys adieu. I'll see you guys tomorrow unless something else come up. We got to get Sherlock in. This next Sherlock, I can't wait to give to y'all. It's fun. So anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. It's only a day.